Am I still a good man if I don't make enough money? This is the question we're going to be answering today on the Larger Than Logic podcast. My name is Avery Taylor. Thank you for tuning in. Now, when it comes to this question, am I still a good man if I don't make enough money? The quick and short answer is it depends. Now, what does it depend on? It depends on the type of man that you are internally. There's a lot of great men who make a lot of money. And there's also a lot of great men who don't make a lot of money. There's a lot of great men who are struggling right now, and that's just the season of life they're in. They might have made a lot of money before, but now, because of whatever has happened, who knows what the catastrophe was, who knows what the major life change was, they're just not earning the same that they did at one point in time. Look, we don't live in a nation anymore where everybody's farming, everybody has cattle, everybody is in better words, cultivating their own needs from the ground and from farming and things of that nature. We live in a capitalistic society where the vast majority of individuals are having their bills paid for by a company or corporation that is being run by somebody else or a group of people that was started X amount of years ago or started more recently, but nonetheless, they're not directly doing everything that allows this money to be funneled into their bank account. All of us have somebody, well, not all of us, but a lot of us, we have an entity that is in a big way helping us be able to take care of those bills, funneling money into our lives by us trading our time, our services, X, Y, Z. And so the thing about it is, as a man, adopting the mindset that you are only as good as the amount of money that you make, and then also subsequently putting yourself under the thumb of somebody else, whether that's a person, a place, or an entity, for your self-worth and your self-value, and then also subscribing to that idea and letting other people put that on you. I'm just letting you know right now, that's completely stupid. Now, what I will say is this. In conversation of am I still a good man if I don't make enough money, if you're not making enough money to take care of yourself, not making enough money to take care of your family, not making enough money to be able to provide the basic needs, and then you're okay with that, you're still living a lifestyle that's more lazy, that's more lackadaisical. You're not trying to figure out, okay, how can I provide these needs? How can I get to X, Y, and Z? That's an issue. Now, I will say this. A lot of us, we make the mistake and we begin to focus on the things. We begin to say, okay, I need to figure out how to get the money. I need to figure out how to get the house or the apartment or X, Y, and Z. I need to figure out how to get all the resources. And that's not the right place to start. If you really want to be a good man, what you need to figure out or what you need to be focusing on is becoming the type of man that attracts these things. Okay. Now, if I was to break this down into, I guess, better terms or better words, we have examples, right? A couple individuals who have had a lot of freaking money and probably still have a lot of money. Let's say, and this is going to be a big one, Diddy. Yes, I said it, the diddler. The diddler has had who knows how much. I should be able to look up his net worth. I'm not even going to worry about it right now. I might actually put that in the description. We're going to see. We're going to see how I feel. But look, the diddler, hands down, we all know, has had a ridiculous amount of money. But with all the money, with all of the power, with all the status, what did this man do? And where is he right now? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Another guy, Elon Musk. This dude has had, he has ridiculous amounts of money. But look at his character. Look at the decisions that he makes and how they affect other people. This is not what I won't. Look, I hate to say, oh, this is a good man, this is bad, because you really never know 100% about anybody. But I'm saying with the things that we're seeing, these are not patterns or traits that are screaming, oh, this is a good man, right? But then, look, on the other hand, you have some other guys who've also made a lot of money, and it seems as though they've made decisions and to the public eye kind of shown, okay, their character might be a bit better. Deion Sanders, not only a two-sport mega athlete, has made a lot of money and been a good enough father to be able to get his son to be able to follow in his footsteps to a certain degree and tread the same path and be able to take care of himself, be respectable, be humble, be just the type of person that, hey, I probably wouldn't mind if my son or my cousin or my X, Y, and Z looked the exact same way or did the exact same things, right? A lot of people don't like this guy, but even being straight up, Stephen A. Smith, this dude, he has a lot to say. He has a lot of personality, but he has patterned himself to be a man that he's not going to lie. He's not going to sell out. He's not going to demean himself or lower his character for the sake of anything. Um, who else? We have David Stewart, $6 billion in net worth off of Worldwide Technology. I believe he bought that company and bought a whole bunch of companies and rolled them into one. Not to mention, this has all been under the umbrella of legacy, under family, under being a husband, being a father. I'm trying to get you all to see through this is that, look, you can make a lot of money, but you could get that money a really, really cruddy way. And a lot of times, if your character is not right, you're going to go and get that money a way that you shouldn't have been getting that money in the first place. And then if you actually take the time to become a person that is trustworthy, that is dependable, that is disciplined, you actually learn a skill and do that skill very, 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 very well, bro. It's impossible for you not to be okay and your family to be completely cool. But what I'm really trying to break down in your head right now is the idea that you need money to be a good man. Money does not make a man. Money does not even scratch the surface of making it. Your character, who you are on the inside, when you step into a room, the energy that you bring, that's what makes you a good man. When you see somebody in need and you're able to help them, that's what makes you a good man. When it's not comfortable, it's not popular, but you still need, and you still stand on business, you still tell the truth, and you still be in the space and be in the place 100% yourself, that's what makes you a good man. It's not all of this other stuff. And most importantly, being somebody who allows Christ to lead them, that's what makes you a good man. All this other stuff is fake. All this other stuff is going to waste away. All this other stuff is phony. And so on today, what I need you to understand is this. Are you a good man if you don't make enough money right now? Completely, 100%, yes, you are. If you are becoming the man that God has created you to be. If you're living your life to become who your woman or your wife wants you to be, if you're bending and breaking to become just the person that your kids want you to be, keep in mind, this is not what's it called being in line with what God wants. This is literally just falling to folk emotions and opinions, bro. If you're letting everybody's opinion push you all over the place to become this, become that, bro, I promise you, you're probably not a good man right now, and you're probably not going to be a good man until you allow God to tell you who you're supposed to be. Become that person and walk in that. Until you allow yourself to be disciplined, be honest, gain some skills, work hard, and be willing to stay consistent, bro, you're going to find yourself consistently asking yourself this question, and the answer is probably going to be no. But I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. There's a lot of times these conversations that we have to have, and a lot of us don't have people in our lives that's going to be honest with us. A lot of people don't have men in our lives that are actually walking the path that we would want to walk. I would hate for anybody to go one step further, one more day, one more minute, one more hour, and be asking themselves this question, and then also chasing money and chasing frivolous things, not knowing that, oh, this isn't going to get me anywhere anyway. Nah, bro, what you need to do is slow down, have that conversation with God, get yourself right, and then say, okay, look, let me actually try to approach this from the inside out and watch what you come out with. But look, if you got any questions about this, feel free to DM me, Avery Taylor, Large and Logic Podcast, or Large and Logic Podcast on Instagram. Matter of fact, you already know what it is. All that stuff is down in the description. If you like this video, like this video. If this was helpful to you, share it with somebody that you love. Until the next time, my name is Avery Taylor. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey.